Well, it's not a bourbon and it's not an ex-bourbon. But welcome to Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil. And we have... Where is it? Well, you can have a little preview of the shaker. That is a dark whiskey of some kind. Picked by... You're going to remember? WLS? Oh no, come on, who was it? Whiskey Lover...
Yes. Society,
was it? Anyway, bottle number 177. Welcome everybody. Welcome to our blind tasting. Should we get the viscometer going? Now, we almost threw this one out. Well, you almost threw it out, saying it was a bourbon last week. And I had to rescue it. Oh, no, missed the button. Let's go again. Because we had the same problem once with the Cavalan, I think it was, where we thought it was a bourbon. We've made the mistake with Old Perth and then Redbreast as well. Redbreast 21. So let's see how far off we are this time. Yesterday's glass, I mean, it is a monster, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we were like, okay, is this sherry? And then we're like, or port or wine or something. This empty glass, though, I'm surprised. To me, I've got some dusty char. I don't know if it's peated. I wouldn't say it's peated. It's like a very dark, slight, ashy dust from a fireplace. Are you getting it in yours?
No.
Like sackcloth? Yeah, something dusty like that. Well, let's start the clock. 4. The next 12 minutes, we're going to nose it, taste it, rank it on the shelf. Sherry bombs have a hard time getting onto our shelf, don't they?
After some sherry.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a pour and see what we're going to get. Look at those bubbles disappearing, but they're fat. Oh, spreadsheet isn't working? Let me see. I'm going to paste the spreadsheet link in again. I don't know if there's a problem or not. Should be there. If not, I'll get it up on the screen anyway.
Papa ABV.
ABV. Well, what's first impression? Stick your nose in. Oh, rich, super rich.
Very stuck again.
That colour, what do you think? That is red tint, isn't it? There's a red tint to that colour, I think. Right.
It's almost from very stuck again.
Sugary, rum-like even. Bubbles.
Are you getting...
Okay, let's get bubbles out of the way. The viscometer's still got a bit to go. Right. 56. I can tell you it's bigger than that. 61. Oh, pretty close. Let's compare to 61 and 66. Looks like it's very closely matched to 61. So, maybe a touch higher. I'm guessing that could be 61, 62, 63 even. We do have a couple up there. A little bit of dust. What's that? We opened the windows the other day just to let some air in, and we forgot the tree outside is blowing off its little cotton seeds. And we came back into the room later and it was just like a wash of little cotton.
I cannot ever sweep.
Yeah, you try and sweep them up, but they just blow into the air. I had to go around stamping on them to squish them. Right, big bubbles. Port? More than sherry?
From sugarcane.
Yeah. Okay.
When you did a boat in more like that wine type of flavors.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. And char in the empty glass. Okay, let's pour.
That very faint.
Now, it's got a little bit of sort of minty green things on top as well. A little bit of Christmas tree mixed in with this dark, rich fruit.
I try spices. I sour anise. Cloves.
Yeah.
And coriander seed.
Coriander as well, and cloves. Yeah. It's funny, I'm actually getting more of the kind of the Christmas tree, I mean, I literally mean pine tree needles kind of notes now on this glass where it's just blowing off all the alcohol.
I think also some
nice.
bad food residue.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the alcohol here, see what we're going to get. Yeah, smell that now. It's very pine needles on top of this
I'm getting,
red fruit base.
Christmas perfume, if that makes sense.
Yeah, spicy. Oh, quite intriguing. It's not typically our flavor profile preference. We're more of the ex-bourbon preference. Okay, what's the difference between these two? See, because we haven't had many like this, I'm feeling a little bit more lost than normal. Than normal. See, a bit of chocolate with that deep wine now.
Maybe any
Little bit woody.
any sugar cane. No, I'm coming more any.
Honey and sugar cane. So you're getting more of a sweet thing. Let's put a lot of water in and have a little taste because...
Oh, but that was good today.
Oh, what about viscosity? Deepa, you missed it again. Every week, it's Deepa's fault. Go on, who was watching? Somebody was watching. Well, I will go with my preparatory measure. 110% viscosity. So that is surprising considering the high ABV, because normally when you're into the 60%, the alcohol is thinner and it's actually a faster, a thinner viscosity, but must be very oily as well then to keep that high viscosity at what I think is over 60%. Let's have a little look at swirls. It looks thick in there. What about legs? We haven't done legs for a while. Let's sit and watch that run. Ah, Rostislav, thanks. 354 on the viscometer. It looks pretty viscous, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to have a watery taste. Amazingly strong.
Green apple, I think it.
Green apple. Well, that was that green thing I was saying. A little bit of vanilla coming through as well.
Strand that of licorice.
Little bit
more like sour anise.
star anise, licorice.
I'm not picking up any fruit.
I'm trying to think, is that sherry or port? I'm trying to think the basics. Is it tasting like high ABV? Considering how much water I put in there. Okay, let's have a sip on full strength. Try not to blow our palate out. Strong. Too strong for me.
Very peppery. Prickly.
Bobby J. Oh, hot. Let me just...
Oh no, I'm getting sour, bad smoke.
I didn't want to blow out my palate because I want to try other things.
First a rush of sugar and the rush of peppers.
Okay, let me put a bit of water in. Okay, let's see if we can pin this down. Are you going sherry, port, rum? What are you thinking?
It's more sherry than red wine. That of port, but I think of port. I think of red wine, but I think of the sherry more like suck again. Even
It's softer and rounder than I was expecting at that power. I'm not getting anything nutty that I would expect from sherry.
Oh,
I'm getting more of the dark red fruit. Well, the painting, right? Where's the painting? Now that dark stuff, there is a bit of dirtiness, and I'm unsure if it is anything peated, or it could just be char. Could it be heavy char? Could it be?
I think from European oak. Very spicy.
Is it spicy because of the alcohol though, or spicy because of the barrel?
I'm getting very peppery, but at the back it's very, very sweet, syrupy, and it's wine dry, astringent. So it could be red wine, but
It is a little spicy at the end. I'm getting it's almost like a little bit of raspberry syrup, a tiny little bit of chocolate sponge cake under there as well, but surprisingly heavy amounts of the spice we talked about earlier.
but with the spice you mean, like the prickly.
I'm thinking of that like sort of pine needle sort of smell, but the finish is a little peated. Could it be like Craigellachie, worm tubs, that kind of dirtiness? Ben Nevis could be dirty. I'm thinking of the ones that are in the running.
But not that far, so it's fine. Heavy, the deep, maybe because of the spice.
Have we?
But definitely there's some very something vanilla, something green apple. Yeah, there.
Doesn't seem that complex. I mean, there's a lot of power, a lot of flavours being delivered by the power, but
Very often it's actually out.
but probably not that old.
No.
Do you like it?
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, overwhelming. I like it though.
Castrated spice.
We don't have any of the Kilkerran 8 Oloroso left, but I remember the last time we tried it in the Springbank lineup, I didn't like it very much. I like this a lot better because I didn't like that heavy, dark char, almost coffee grain. This has a little bit of it, but not nearly as much. Okay, we are almost out of time, so let's Greg's Whiskey Guide. Hi everyone, late to the party? Well, we're on a massive ABV, 60 plus maybe, Greg. Let's see. 2 things to try. Do you think it's more like this or more like this? Oh, maybe it is sherry. Right, have a taste. Okay. I thought the same thing. Have a taste. I'll go with this one first.
Oh, that's very dirty. Oh, I love that one. I prefer it any day.
Time's up. You prefer this?
I love the dirty.
Okay. That is the Ben Nevis 15-year port matured whiskey.
It's very dirty.
Let's go back to today's. I'm going to add a bit of watered down.
What's the ABV? 51, but what?
Right. And today?
A bit of water.
Oh, it holds up pretty well.
It's cleaner. It's probably more dirty.
This isn't on the shelf.
Today. I prefer this.
I think I could go either way on those. Oh yeah, this one. What about this one? Today's? Back to today's?
I think I might prefer this over this.
Okay, that was the Springbank Local Barley Oloroso, which we liked, but we didn't super like. Wow. Now this is 55%. That is so strong.
Burning fire.
Burning fire. It's just too much alcohol. Now, I brought these up because this one is port, this one is sherry, and I'm still not 100% sure which one today's is more like. Oh. It seems like it could be either. What?
That is very sherry. It's thick, strappy. But it's too much water.
I think if anything, for me it's more like the port. Oh well. I sense more embarrassment coming. Now, in terms of what it could be though, let's bring up the chart. Let's do that. Because there aren't too many. They're mostly, well, they're already visible, I think. So what could it be? There's a Ben Nevis, there's two Ben Nevises, a Glenturret 12, Amrut Port Nova, which is what I shouted out right at the end of last week, wasn't it? Blair, I thought Edredar, Ledaig, Deanston, a couple of Deanstons in there.
Funny. I'm forgetting vanilla.
Okay, time to choose. PX. I don't think it's PX.
Because it's not. There's no prunes in PX.
We have a fake box for Amrut Port Nova. The Ben Nevis. I can't remember. The 9-year-old I don't remember.
I think I go for this because it is an European oak. It's a European oak.
European oak? Is it? I don't know. Here's what I'm thinking. Look, we've got quite a few whiskies which are dark like this. Deanston. Could it be Deanston? 58.7%.
Oh yes.
Now that's
possible.
That is wine matured.
But the prickly. Oh yeah, it's possible.
The Chieftains. I'm just looking at the colour now. Cavalan. Super dark. There's a dark Craigellachie. The Ben Nevis, who knows, because it's in a dark bottle. We don't think it's dirty enough for Ledaig.
Maybe. I think maybe.
Could it be the Cavalan?
Not this one.
Last taste. Get your guesses in.
But you put the chef.
Let me. I was thinking it's probably up here somewhere for me. I did have a little sip of Nika whiskey from the barrel, and I think I like that balanced more. Maybe in here for a heavy sherry bomb monster. Where's that dirtiness coming from? Port Nova is where I was guessing. The Craigellachie 56%. I'm saying no.
I'm not picking a boat. Whatever.
It could be the Ben Nevis.
I go for this. No,
What's that?
where's that paper? Not about this.
No, it's this one.
No, I go for this. Yeah, I have the box for this.
Okay. There you go. Oh no, you want... You're going for... What's the ABV? Oh, 62%. It's a Glenturret.
I am sorry that I thought about the bourbon last week.
When we poured it last week, I said Amrut Port Nova. I'm gonna stick with it.
And I never expected me to start this.
Oh, we've been waffling there for quite a while. I've got to worry it's the Ben Nevis 10.
Ben Nevis.
Ben Nevis 10 is sherry. Hang on. I think there's a mix of sherry and port in this one, if I remember right. First fill bourbon, sherry and wine casks. Vanilla, port and sherry. Right.
It's pretty good. The more I add more water, the more I like it.
Okay.
But it's not fantastic for me. It's just too sweet. And it's not that complicated. But maybe it is complicated. Very subtle. Get on.
Are you ready for the reveal? What is everyone guessing? We'll check in a minute. Here we go. It is 62%, so we were right on the ABV. Okay. It's 12 years old. $80. It's a Highland. And it is from Glenturret.
God of the spice. It was the spice. So you open. It was so spicy.
Okay, let's go over some detail. All particular, Glenturret, $80, $4.3 per year, good value. This sample, let's see, a sherry hogshead. This one's from Luis. Thanks, Luis.
I was not getting both. That's fine. That's something.
Yes, apparently you were right. 62.3. I'm not seeing much more about it now. This is interesting from the point of view that an $80 bottle, let's pour a little bit more compared to the Springbank. Considering the Springbank is now selling for $500 or something. Let's do a little comparison again. Local barley.
But that is 51, is it?
55. They're both watered down a little bit now. They should be about the same match. Okay.
I suppose that is sherry.
They're both 100% Oloroso.
But it may not.
Why didn't you have a taste? If they just say sherry, it's almost certainly Oloroso. Oh yeah, Springbank funkiness coming through now. Have a taste.
It's sweet, sugarcane, honey.
Yeah, sweeter. This is more sour. I'm waiting for you to have a taste. Definitely Springbank sourness coming through.
It's too buttery. It's a bit sad dirtiness. It's too butter. Too much butter in it.
Too much water. Okay, go ahead with the Springbank.
That complication.
Yeah.
I finish.
But they're pretty close.
Yes.
And it just shows you how much if it's a fully heavily sherried barrel, how much it overtakes even the local barley. Considering we're talking about an $80 bottle versus retail $220, but in secondary $400, $500.
Right.
These are very close.
Yes.
So,
Actually, I prefer 2 days over.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go to the chat. Graham. Oh, Graham's already guessing. Was that you, Graham? Congratulations. Let's go to the chat and catch up on a little bit. Is Louis in?
Then we go back a little bit up. Yeah, Tiba, thank you very, very much.
I don't know if... okay, let's scroll down. See.
But to get asked something.
Yeah?
It was mainly because of the peppery spice that I after. Okay, it's a European oak.
But Deepa, it's a hogshead, and the hogshead is almost certainly American oak. Now, I guess it's possible to make a hogshead out of European oak, but I've not heard of that.
I mean,
It's not European oak.
But I'm there that is in European oak.
I'm saying it's not.
Years.
I'm saying it's not. It's a hogshead. Hogsheads are made out of American barrels. So it's an American oak. Probably. Is it possible? Someone tell me. Greg, you're in. A European oak hogshead? It's possible, but it's unlikely. Because the whole point of a hogshead is that you take American barrels, take it apart, you take 5 American barrels or something, and you create 4 hogsheads. Now, they put new tops and bottoms on. Could be European oak, could be, but...
Anyway, I'm just telling you that for me, the first impression is a European oak because of the pepper.
I know. But the chance of it being European oak is this much.
That we need to ask for confirmation.
Because you don't believe me?
Yes.
What is a hogshead?
Ex-Bourbon. No.
Hogshead is the size of the barrel, but they're almost always made from ex-bourbon barrels, which means American oak.
Okay.
I don't know what percentage of hogsheads would be made from European oak. It is possible today. Ooh. Deepa punches me in the face again, Jimmy Leg. Oh, Luis is in. Thanks, Luis. Wow, what a great bottle. Do you have any of it left?
Luis.
It's been a while, hasn't it, since we put this one in?
It was about the experiment.
Had a peated turret recently from SMWS and was really fine. Womble pie. We were just talking about wombles the other day. Deepa didn't know what wombles were, so...
What is womble?
Tobermory.
Oh!
Orinoco. Tomsk. All of those people. Uncle Bulgaria. We were talking about Tobermory. I had to explain the wombles. Nurse Dave, why does it end up on the shelf if they both say it's too strong for them? Well, you just add water. Or do you mean the sherry?
I mean, it's still yummy. It's just good.
Nothing wrong with too strong. That can be fixed. Congrats, Deepa. I reckon you deserve... a little sip of Foul Blair 83. No. This one is a sherry monster, Louise. It certainly is. Yeah. There's no holding back on the sherry. Whisky 101. Well done, Deepa. And well done, Gigi, who picked it early on in the chat. Gigi, did you get it as well? Have some fireworks, Gigi. Now, Graham, you are claiming Philside, top shelf. Philside, top shelf, middle at the back. And I will hold this in case...
Oh, very, very, very dusty.
I need some old particulate in my cabinet, Bobby J. Not picky, just to get one.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot to pick from. Let's see. Wow, that colour, Klaus. That cask still contained a lot of sherry when it was filled. Yeah. I mean, which one are we talking about, though? Look.
Nevis.
Let's pull up a few.
Yeah.
You can see how dark the Springbank is. Must have contained a lot of sherry. I also brought up this Springbank Sauterne. Also must have contained a lot of Sauterne. Burgundy not so strong. Here's the Port Nova. I mean, the port. Here's the port.
Oh, what's this bottle for?
And Cavalan's still to be discovered. We've shared it a lot, so there's not much left. But look how dark that is. It's like coffee in there.
Again, get in your bag, because I approved it for today. It's brilliant.
You still like this one the best?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Did you get that from
What else?
Ben Nevis?
Ledger
Well,
Liquor. You were with me. It was 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
but I started it. There's so many whiskies.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Peterhead. It was Gigi. Way earlier.
Oh! Yes.
Right. Gigi, waiting for yours. Good try, Graham. You have been denied by the group. Right. Too jealous to congratulate you on another success. Precarious Dave. Gigi.
Just got my buzz in my
Okay.
ass.
Deep aside, bottom shelf, under the Victorianas.
Battle stuff at the Victoriana.
There you go. Graham got
And
denied.
with the back of front.
Oh, no super chat on this stream, Jimmy. I had switched off everything for advertising,
It's at the lip.
and then I switched it back on.
Very dusty.
Then I switched it back on for super chats, and they haven't reapproved it yet. So there you go. It will come back. Klaus, I have the same bottle. Oh, the peated Glenturret.
But it's not beaten. I put a try.
I wonder now, because I was getting a little bit of that sort of char on the end. Is Glenturret normally dirty char? Don't know.
But I've heard about this distillery that I normally use it for old grouse.
Famous grouse.
Yeah, that's what they use
Oh, Glenturret is in famous grouse.
for the print.
Right. Okay. But American oak hogsheads are far more common. Yeah, so it could be. I think you could get a European oak hogshead if you were someone like Tamdu or Macallan, and you were literally employing a European cooperage barrel maker
But I'm
to do it for you.
shocked that I actually thought that it was the bourbon from last week. It's almost bourbon.
It's nothing to do with bourbon. But it just shows you when it's so fully sherry. I don't know. Well, luckily I saved it. Usually I would say a sherry hogshead. It would say sherry hogshead on the label. That's true, Bruce, because they... Hang on. Well, it's got to be a sherry hogshead, hasn't it? It would have to be...
Can I read?
No, it has to be a sherry hogshead because it's so sherry. Right. Oh, Luis, you have half a bottle left. Well, you could probably fill it with water and you would still have a pretty good. Wellington, Madame Chalet. Thanks, Precarious Dave. You're just filling in a few extras. Okay, what's the name of the Scottish cousin? Womble McTavish or something like that.
Wow.
Greg's Whiskey Guide. Yes, most of them work like Phil says. US oak and rebuilding it with replacing damaged oak with European ones. But can be different in other places, yeah. Remember your Womble was embarrassing but true. My first 7-inch single. I think I might have had an album or two for Christmas back then, Dave. Dusty bottle bourbon alert. How are we doing for time? We're doing a lot of chatting here. Double pick. Oh, I'm behind on the chat. Right, let me jump down. Oh, is Gerben in? Hey, Gerben. Right, denied. Yes, denied. Falsgraf. It's a single cask, so you might get more char than usual. Ah, okay, fair enough.
Nosy Dave, but it's a bit too sample.
I know, naughty. Right.
Get up with it away.
We have a pretty high dust factor. Let's take the chat off, and we are going to be onto bottle number 178 GG UK. Let's see what we're going to get. Is it a bourbon? 3 to go. Not a bourbon. Looks like big bubbles. Ooh. A lovely set of bubbles. Well, we better wrap up. Roy must be getting warmed up by now. Let's see, sometimes independent bottles get the labels wrong. If you read any amount of Whisky Fun, Serge will tell you. Yeah, even barrels are labelled wrong. I was telling the story of Glen Scotia warehouse tasting, where Ian was telling us that. Have you tasted it? Because I'm talking while you taste. Where Ian was saying that the barrel was labelled incorrectly. Dust factor. Yeah. Shoot. Sean Carroll, they didn't listen. Oh no, Sean Carroll, looks like we both had the same idea. Oh, on the double pick. I listened, but I denied. Oh, okay. Looks like a boring Sunday then.
No, not too bad.
Oh, and not too bad. It's probably $400. It's fantastic. Don't know what you're talking about. Lovely. I'll have this one then if you don't like it. Right. Looks like bourbon matured though. I don't know on that taste, Klaus. I don't know. I see Deepa smiling. Ah, okay. Oh, I really want an Octomore to show up. I'm getting fed up waiting for it. Right.
Very interesting. Wow. Very good.
Oh. Right. Come back on Sunday. Thanks everybody for watching. And what else to say? Have a good rest of your Thursday.
Is today Sunday?